Yo, Slim Shell, what is going on? How you doing tonight? I appreciate you so much. Thank you for stopping by. Absolutely means a lot. how was how was your day so far? I'm good. Are you free for the whole live? Are you free for this whole hour? Are you gonna have to leave out at some point and come back in and fold some clothes and cook some crawfish or whatever else you do? Hey, Didi, thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate it. How you doing today? I wanted to get on this thing to talk about fatherhood today, y'all. If y'all didn't mind, if that topic wasn't a little bit too boring for y'all, but it'd probably just be for like a single second, and we can get into whatever else. But I gotta get into that because today was a mixed day for me. Like as far as I gotta put it, just today was a mixed day for me. I mean, I had a good day, but it was just like my whole day was just like kind of iffy, if you would, and due to me making a promise to somebody, I'll spend some time, or whatever with them. I wasn't able to meet those needs or whatever the case may be, and so that person became seemingly upset with me. And like I say, every time I get on live, y'all see me point the cameras towards my kids, and they had some company, unexpected company yesterday, and so chasing after them and their company and cooking and cleaning up behind those kids is is a task because it's mostly boys. And so even if they didn't have company, sometimes when you're a parent, man, that y'all see how my kids is. Y'all know my kids bad. They do what they do, and I'm always into something because of them. And so what's going on? Reverb Nation Squad, I see y'all coming through. Yeah, and so some plans will be changed. Ultimately, sometimes plans will be changed, and I advise you all not to get upset with me if something happened like that with y'all, and just kind of like elaborate with me because for one, it's definitely it's easy to say for somebody on the outside looking in to get upset with me for saying I may spend this time with you or I may spend this time with you, and you know and it don't happen. It's easy for you to judge me and be upset and be angry, but if you're not here, seeing what's going on, what's taking place, that's a whole nother thing. Now it's a whole nother thing being a parent, but when you taking care of as much kids as I'm taking care of right now, that's that's over exaggerated. That's something that's your plans nine times out of ten is gonna always get wrong. And so this is for me too. Like my plans get ruined too. I be wanting to do things for myself too that I don't get to do and I'm not able to do because it's something that these kids have going on. For instance, I was supposed to been finish my BFF video, my best friends video. Didn't get to do that because they company had came over and it was just too much chasing around at the kids, not the parents to talk to their kids, they're my kids. And so like I say, if you support me and you really love me genuinely, you will understand the matter instead of saying, you upset or whatever the case may be, you're pissed off, and just shutting somebody out like that. And it's like that leads people to think, certain things. And I don't want to think of that about somebody I love. And so I'll rather, if I say to one of y'all, right, Didi, if you say to me, you know, TSM, tomorrow's my birthday. Could you do me a shout out for my birthday on your channel? And I forget to do that. It's all right to be frustrated, but you never know what's going on in somebody else's life, somebody else's household. You never know because people don't tell you every single thing. You feel me? And so, hey, real life, thank you so much for coming, sis. I really appreciate you. People don't tell everything, all their business on social media, And so, like I say, I'd rather for y'all if y'all ask me to do something for y'all, like make a post or shout y'all out, and I forget to do it. 9 times out of 10, it's because I end up becoming busy because of the kids or something I got to do for a customer or something like that. And then on top of that, I'm trying to do this whole construction thing. And so, like I say, I tell this person that I'm supposed, let's spend this time. This was a day prior, so yo, tomorrow is gonna be the day. I take off, you know, and we can catch up, or whatever the case may be, around this time. And when that day came, everything became hectic for me because, like I say, not only that I got my kids, but I got my kids, cousins, and then I have Jackie's vlogs grandkids, all at the same time. And it's not like these parents is coming over with their kids; they're dropping their kids off to interact and engage with my kids. And so I have to keep an eye on all of these kids, and I'm responsible for these people's children. And so and so like I say, that thing came up out the blue. Somebody called me and said, "Yo, I need to drop the kids off. It's an emergency." I say, "Fine, drop them off over here with my children." I didn't know they was bringing extra kids, and so they came, and I wasn't able to meet the needs of that person who I promised I'm gonna spend this time with you. But I like the frustration would be understandable, but don't get upset with me and say you pissed off at me and shut me out because of that one thing. It's already difficult being a parent alone. It's very difficult being a parent. Some people have one kids, two kids that they're taking care of, and that's difficult for them. I am fathering 10 kids plus two. So uh trying to run YouTube, fathering 10 kids and working a job, man, listen here. It ain't easy. It is not easy. And I can't tell y'all not, because some people do like to try to think people capping. We gonna count for y'all, right? That's one, that's two, that's three. Got number four right here. Got one right here, number five. Hold on, we gonna keep going. And so I'm fathering all of these kids. I'm seven. Number six right here. Boy, I ain't talking about your age. Watch out. Let's see. Here we go. Seven. Seven. Toothpaste. Eight. Nine. What other than that? Quickly. 10. 10. And so I'm fathering 10, man, and that ain't an easy task to do. Hold on. And so yeah, I'm fathering 10 kids, man, and so I don't really, people who got two kids, they don't really have even an extra day. And so just me making time, if I'm talking to you every day, if I'm making time for you every day, that should be special within itself, because I barely have time for myself. I don't remember the last purchase. The last purchase that I made for myself probably was this necklace. That was the last purchase I was able to get for myself without having to think about the kids first. I had this necklace over a year. And so, yeah, so like I say, if you one of those folks, and I say, yo, I'll spend this day with you, I'll spend this hour with you, I call you at this time, I text you at this time, I email you at this time, and I don't, it's not because, and then, that ain't all, y'all didn't see all the kids. I got two extra kids who moms don't want me putting them on camera or on YouTube because of certain situations. And so, yeah, so don't get upset with me and, extremely upset with me and cut me out and block me out. 9 times out of 10, if I can't make it to something that I'm supposed to do, it's because I'm trying to take care of these kids. And it's always something going on with these kids. Like now, they have my house a mess, and so I have them cleaning up. Um, and so it's just like I say, it's always, so even before that, Mariah had to go to Walmart, took a trip to Walmart because she's playing with somebody. She dropped her iPhone and broke it. and so I had to deal with that. And that happened a day prior, 2 days prior, and so you know, and yet alone myself, my phone is gone. I don't have a phone. I'm using my son's phone right now. I made an order on T-Mobile probably a week or two ago, and my phone still hadn't even came here. I don't I'm not in position to just constantly go out and get things like so now it's like I have to sit and wait on T-Mobile. That what I did have put to the side for myself, I had to get her a phone fixed. She's in school, she's a female, and high school student, and so it's all of this stuff that I'm dealing with. And so I try not to complain. I try not to even bring it to YouTube, but I just want to show y'all like I'm literally in this house taking care of 10 children plus two more, right? Plus myself. And so um if I'm not always gonna have time, or my promises may be broken sometimes and not purposely. And when I say my promises may be broken, I may say, yo, I'm gonna come and upload this video tomorrow, or I'm gonna put you on a YouTuber, no YouTubers left behind program tomorrow, and it may not happen due to something they may have going on. They may do something that result to me and their mom getting into an argument. You know what I'm saying? They may do something that may result to me and their mom getting into an argument. So now I'm sitting there arguing with a whole female adult because of something that the kids did, and so it's like um, it ain't no room for error, and there's no room if you love me as a genuine supporter or as a person, as a family member, whatever you love me as that. Don't walk out on me. Don't walk away from me because I love too hard. I love y'all too hard, And to be honest, most people in my position, they wouldn't even be trying to do this. Euthanize their time to educate other people, or euthanize time to even love other people or give other people attention by calling and texting, because hell, the youngest in here is what, 4 years old. So I got a long way to go before all of these kids is raised. So it really, people in my position would be like, every second of my time is gonna go to raising these kids. But when you got somebody that's so genuine to say, yo, I'm gonna take some of these people from YouTube, we're gonna build this relationship, I'm gonna call this person, there may be ups and downs, we may argue, all of that. But don't cut me out like I'm not family. Don't treat me like crap, or don't get upset with me because I'm not able to meet our requirements. 9 times out of 10, hell, I'm trying to meet requirements for these kids up in here, to be honest. And so it's a lot right now that's kind of going on. And so dealing with the schools. Then I told y'all like 2 3 weeks ago, somebody had called defects or child services for whatever reason they wanted to call. And so even though, whoa, this mosquito is huge. Even though, oh my god, that thing is big. Yeah, even though it's false allegations or whatever the case may be, yo, I just squished it with my speaker. Look how big this mosquito is. That was in my face. Yeah, it's like I'm still dealing with that, and people need to be cautious of how they treat people, because you never know what somebody may be going through. You know, uh, you never know. Every other day, I have to figure out whether I go to work or do I need to go to this court. Then if I miss court, telling them I have to go to work, because this is a 5 bedroom home. Rent have to be paid. I just was in a hotel for 4 years. That stuff is that stuff is mentally. You might as well be in jail after a while. And so I'm trying to keep up with what I got, make sure my kids happy. Got a backyard to play in, trampoline, basketball goals, and people calling defects because maybe they hate me because it just personal stuff people choose, whatever the case may be. And so I already got to deal with that. And so when it comes to y'all, like my social media family, I'd rather y'all, when we interact and engage with each other on social and off social, to just kind of be cautious of how you, because I'm gonna be cautious of how I treat you. I'm never gonna shut you out. Like I said, family get upset with each other. We get pissed off at each other all the time. Trust me. But one thing you don't do is walk away, shut somebody out, and whatever the case may be. Cause you never know what somebody's going through. I show y'all my suicide scars all the freaking time. Just recently had stitches from an attempt 2 months ago. It was actually 63 days ago, and this is the attempt. What that attempt looked at like. You can see the slice down the middle where I tried to slice 2 times, and so it's just like, yo, you never freaking understand or know what somebody going through. So really try to be cautious of how you treat them, especially if somebody tell you they love you or you say you love that person. you just gotta be kind of cautious and kind of careful. I'll be right back, y'all. Look like my daughter is calling me for some reason. All right, y'all. I'm back. My bad about that. Tracy's locals learning and came in the building, and you know that even goes. I've seen some of my some people that, bro. Bro, bro? Why are you twerking, bro? Why are you twerking? Yes. Come on, bro. Boys, don't do that. I just saw you, bro. Oh, okay, tell him to stop. Um, Yeah, so even for some of my older supporters, they will stop by and be like, "Yo, I'm still watching you, but I just ain't been on YouTube in a long time." They showing me love, and that's what I've been looking forward to. Ever since I've been asking people, "Yo, make sure that y'all tap in on my community wall." More people have been coming to the community wall. That's gracefully showing love, and that's what people need to keep going and stay elevated. A lot of people are self motivated, but at the same time, that outside motivation will give them that extra boost they need. Because when it comes to people who self motivated, they don't understand the boost that they need, uh, and they don't understand the criteria of keep going when somebody's boosting you. That means that you obviously are doing something that's working in somebody's favor. So you got to keep using your voice to elevate. Shout out to Lyric, B7J, Slim Shell, Diddy. Y'all familiar with the young lady? Shout out to her. She come through on a post every time, like every other time she can, and be like, "Yo, I've been in school. This is what I've been doing. Not able to kind of make it, but I'm still subscribed to you. Like the new song that you uploaded." And so it's been kind of cool. Hey, those trolls, Slim Shell, Diddy, Tracy, yeah, those trolls they hate the reaction videos that I'm doing with the um green screen. There is not liking that. The reaction videos, they hitting 8,000, 9,000, 10,000 just in a matter of like 2 days. And so I mean y'all seen my analytics. We're like 210,000 people that tuned in last week alone. And so they are not liking that. They're leaving some bad comments and they want me to respond, but I'm not gonna respond because it's like, yo, it's not even worth my time anymore. No, that's not it. So I'm sure I want to thank you, Liv. It's just at the end of this chat, when I push the end button, it's gonna give me some data analytics of how many chats there was. Y'all keep how much the engagement on of the chat was. The more that y'all engage, that's watch hours being built up. Y'all don't know. We may be on this live for 40 minutes, right? That's not 40 minutes of watch hours. Each time that y'all type something, that adds on like an additional second. And so the longer it goes, the more watch hours you get. And so it's just kind of like basically, uh, it's just like when you riding a bike. You get on the bike is eventually gonna stop if you stop pedaling. I mean, it'll roll for a little bit if you stop pedaling, but eventually after about a good 30-second run, that bike gonna come to it. And so it's basically y'all keeping the chat pedaling. I appreciate you, real life. You know how they came through. You know how they came through too, don't you? You see me over there in the comment section. Don't act like you don't. Because a lot of people, when they new to people's channel, they'll tap in like the first few days, but then after that they kind of get to disappearing and you don't see them no more. I try not to be that face. I try to make sure that I keep, you know what I'm saying, keep it coming in the family. And so you created the hell out of that lady. You did that. You mastered that one. I like that. But you know, real life, I ain't toy course no more. You gotta make your boy again. I'm burgundy now. You gotta make me at least one more time. You gotta make me one more time. I don't went burgundy. I like the nose ring you put in there. You need to put the lip ring in. Now, let me tell y'all what happened to my lip ring. I got this habit because I just got like bad nerves just from like things that happened in the past. And so I would chew my lip ring. Like I would literally chew on it or fondle with it, fiddle with it, fidget it, whatever you call it. And I was just doing that one day. And that 10 karat gold is soft metal. So once you bend that of so many times, it's just gonna shatter. And that's exactly what it did. It shattered in my mouth. Like my son was sitting right in front of me eating cereal, and I was playing with it, and it just dropped right on the table. And he looked at me, and he looked back, and he ran and said, "Mariah, Daddy lip ring just broke out his mouth." It was the funny, the cutest thing I ever seen. Lisa Bell, thank you for coming in. You know, I've been over there too. I've been over there. Uh, Diddy, yes, love riding bikes growing up. Actually, I haven't been on a bike in a long time. They made bikes that look smart bikes now. Like you ride it, but they got like a motor on it, so you really don't have to pedal, but you can pedal if you want to. If that make any sense. Oh, you didn't hear me? I just went on a Slim Shells now and just Slim Shell, you got the new sub. No, no, I said I went burgundy now. Last time it was toy court, so you gotta make. I ain't saying you got to, cause y'all know how some people are. Like I ain't gotta do nothing. Like I ain't saying it like that. I'm saying it in a jokingly way. You gotta make me again. Like you gotta be burgundy. Like we burgundy now, so you gotta remake your boy, cause you hooked that lady up. I seen what you did when you made me the first time. You did good, but you hooked that lady. And when I went to go look at her channel, I'm like, she made this avatar. What do y'all call them? Advocates, avatar, avatar. You made that thing look just like that lady. You made it look just there. You go. Hey, Lyric, I just gave you a shout out, young lady. I can't even make this up. Maybe 10 minutes ago, into this live, I literally just gave you a shout out, and so I appreciate you coming through. You'll be able to catch the shout out once you watch this on a replay. Tracy, I've been in your channel as well. That's the good thing about being loyal when I go to people, because you never know who's gonna come and see you in your life. You go connect to somebody and tell them, yo, you got a new sub. I'm a loyal subscriber, and they don't see you, but after the first 3 days, they see you every now and then. I make sure I keep the, and y'all have to cut the notification. YouTube is not going, when y'all go subscribe to somebody, you hit that subscribe button again, and what you do is personalize your notifications and turn them on to all, because they will have them on, I think, what is it called? Anyways, you would just like get periodically notifications from people. They won't give you each and every notification. Um, and so make sure that y'all cut the notifications on if y'all are interested in the channel that y'all are subscribed to. Cash, what's happening? A lot of people been asking me to cover these rappers. I can't. I refuse to cover the rappers because it's too many babies, teenagers, and women that's out here in the streets that's getting their lives taken too by the gang violence, and so and a lot of the rappers is causing it. And so it's like, why would I just constantly cover these rappers when that's, first of all, that's what everybody else doing it. Second of all, it's like no interest. If there was a rapper that came out and done a song, and it's a song that these kids can listen to, a kid played at his, you know what I'm saying, graduation, like one of them good songs or something like that, I had no problem. Like, yo, this is the song this homie came out with. I give the homie Big Boogie his credit all the time. Dude, I'm doing good, Cash Dog. Dude, all he like to do is dance. I mean, he talk about women in a good way, but that's what he talk about. I don't ever hear nothing derogatory. I don't ever hear nothing that's off the wall, out of character. Like, I will let my kids listen to some of his music, some of it, because a lot he talking and freaky about them women. But for the most part, I'd rather hear that from these young men out here that's doing music than just like the Dracos all the time and the switches and the 223s. And it's just like, man, yeah, I really don't know that these dudes is really living and stuff. They really doing this, because if not, they ain't nobody gonna listen to their music or take them serious as an artist. So when you hear them in the music say they did this to somebody or did that to somebody, them boys is not playing. That's how most of them getting caught up. That's how Lil Durk got caught up. That's how a lot of these rappers getting caught up. They actually have to do what they telling you they doing in their music. If not, nobody's gonna pay attention. That's why I was quick to be quiet when I first started out and I was doing that street rap music. I was quick to stop and be quiet. Like once I started doing melodies, Slim Shell, what was that first melody I did? Uh, um, you'll figure it out. But I did like I think back in the day that was like kind of a green screen almost video too. When I first did that, it was called Yes You. Yes You. I did that song back in the day called Yes You. I think I want more. Remember that song, Shell? What's up, Bree? Thank you for coming through. Once I did that and I knew it sounded great, I was seeing you doing that, and I was like, I'm gonna step away from this gangster music because I know if I do make it, or get some type of numbers, eventually I'm gonna have to start proving this stuff to people. It's better for me to prove to y'all in music how great of a father I am, or how hell of a how with such hell of a dancer I am, or brag about me just in general being a ladies man. Like it's easy to brag about that stuff because I can show y'all. But when I'm on this platform here talking about, I got I gotta scope my ops out with a 223, and so now I gotta go get video footage of me going to my enemy's neighborhood and show y'all the 223 firearm that I like. It's too much. Like it's too much. People gonna want more and more and more. People time expansion in their mind is so set so short. That's why shorts is called YouTube Shorts. You know, um, their time expansion. Eventually, you keep saying you got this 223 and you scoping out your options. They gonna want to see it, and once they see that, they gonna want to know what's next. Then you're gonna have to do something else to top that. So you basically putting your life at risk for fans who's telling you what to do, who has nothing to do with your career. And so it's just like, man, I'd rather not cover them rappers at all. Not at all. I cover some old man. I cover some Tank, like them old school songs. I ain't got no problem covering them. You know what I'm saying? I was messing with Chris Brown until I found out he was a blood. And it's like, man. And I think half of these rap artists, I think half of them not even the gang affiliates. I think they just want to be affiliated with it. And they got the money. Of course, they got the money to pay these gang members to keep them in there. But it's just like I just like what's not really Cash Dog. Go ahead and talk to me. Let me know. Tell me about it. Maybe you know something I don't know. Teach me something. What's going on? But yeah, I rather cover, man. Shoot, man. I ain't gonna lie. I always say this. I always tell people this. A lot of these new artists or content creators, they're so caught up in these trends, they scared to go back in the old school and take something from the old school, make it new and make it sound good again. They scared to do that. That ain't what they want to do. They want to do what everybody else doing. They want to smoke on some ops and I mean, I get it to a younger generation seem cool, but me, see, when you take 8 bullets through your body, that's a whole different story. You see what 50 Cent, aka Curtis Jackson, y'all don't see him doing the same thing no more. That man got other things going on. So it's easy for somebody to talk. A lot of these youngsters watching, I know some of them probably commented, Reverb Nation, I know some of them talking and calling me a lame, a goofy, whatever the case you may be. And them same dudes ain't taking out 2 bullets yet. When you took 8 bullets, and after you take them 8 bullets, you staring at the barrel of that gun and it's just clicking because there's no more bullets in it, and you know you about to die and you have to fake your death, then you come talk to me and call me a lame. That's the purpose. People so quick to watch a video, watch their favorite rappers, the social media videos. They quick to watch that and just be like, yo, I'm gonna go down for mine. Listen, I was willing to go down for mine too. I was a gangster at 1.2. I did all that too. I was hardcore just like y'all too. Not snitching, all that, I was that too. Until them 8 bullets that hit me, you ain't seen the video, it's uploaded to my channel where I'm talking about it. Till them 8 bullets hit me, and I would have to stare at the barrel of the gun, then pretend I was dead. Because to be honest, and when none of my homies, none of them gang doing it, ain't one of them riding for me. Man, my mom's went and did time behind the dudes that shot me. You know, some people ask me, do I apologize for the mother of the dude that shot me? Listen, it's hard for me to say so. Because at some point, I know at some point, once you let your kids go, and they have to have their own mentality. They're around their own friends, and they make their own decisions. I understand that, but it's just like I've talked to the lady, looking at the lady, I see the dude face, and it's just like he where he's at, he deserves to be. I really wish he was. I really wish he had been in prison and suffering for the rest of his life. Cause, and at the same time, I'm glad that happened to me. I was so happy when I got shot. I never been more happy in my entire life. Reason why is because I knew that was gonna change me. I knew that was gonna change me. When you survive something like that, your mentality automatically leads you to want to believe this is the way I'm gonna die. If I don't change my life, I'm gonna die just like this. And so, yeah, 9 more minutes left up on here, but I just wanted to, kind of share that with y'all, let y'all know how good God is, how great God has been to me. If y'all haven't checked out the video, how I got shot 8 times on my channel, just uploaded yesterday or day before. Go check it out. But what I can say, because I know, like I said, I've been around crowds of dudes. Dudes told me to my face. They watched like some of the homies that where I just moved from in Georgia. Some of the dudes that still in the gang that I was trying to change them from being gang members. They told me like, bro, I ain't with none of that you got going on. That's lame. I'll mess with you behind the scenes, but as far as in public, I can't mess with you. And they really said this. And I'm telling you, ain't now one of these dudes been shot a day in their life. The worst that happened to them, they've been to the jail, the county jail for a few days and ate a few nasty meals. That's it. Like I say, you can't call nobody's story until you live their story, until you've been through what they've been through. And like I say, call me lame all you want, call me a duck all you want, man. I survived 8 bullets, and then a couple more after that. Man, I'm blessed. I'm blessed. I'm able to still see my kids right now, man. I'm right now making my children clean up. Ain't nobody else got to do it because daddy not here. They not wearing rest in peace shirts with my face on it. That's a great feeling, man. Who wouldn't want that? So many dads is gone. They babies wearing rest in peace t-shirts with them. And so yeah, man. For me that was a whole blessing right there. That's why I'm so happy each and every day. I don't have to have anything. I can be flat broke, not a dollar to my name. I'm gonna be happy because I remember I'm not even supposed. I'm on borrowed time right now. I'm not supposed to be here. Well, really, I am because it was God's plan. But due to those bullets, and in the name of those bullets, I wasn't supposed to be here. Those bullets had my name on it. They was their purposes. The person behind that, his purpose was to take me and remove me off this earth, close my eyes permanently. Y'all have to sit and let that dwell on y'all. The person that shot me them 8 times, his mission was to take me off this earth, to close my eyes permanently. And at the time, I didn't know it was two twin babies that was being developed in the stomach that belonged to me. So these babies was gonna be born not even knowing who the hell I was. All they was gonna have was those gangster music videos that I had on YouTube back in the day. See that? Now if something happened to me, they got all of this positive content they can go back and learn from. But if my life had got took when they shot me them 8 times, y'all, think about that. These twins had came out with no father. The only memories of their father they would have had was not me graduating, not some certificate that says you done finished this college and all of that. They would have had street music, me talking about shooting people and all of this. That's what they would have had. And so, for some of y'all dudes who don't understand, a lot of y'all may not be fathers. A lot of y'all, something ain't happened to y'all yet. Sometimes it takes. That's why I said I'm happy I got shot like that. I'm extremely happy. If not, I don't know who I would be right now. I used to think dudes like me was lame too. Like, come on, bro. Ain't nobody trying to hear all that positive preaching stuff, bro. Like, what are you talking about? Spit some bars, my boy. Freestyle. What are you, a rapper? You on camera trying to give positive messages? What did you do? I used to think like that. That was me until them 8 bullets and put me down, laid me on my back, and I had to look up at a barrel of a firearm. Man, listen. I took 8 of these. I took 8 of these, y'all. I'm showing y'all this for a reason. 8 of these is not. Listen, I want y'all to count when I do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's different for a man to get back up after taking 8 of those things. People take 1 of these One, they not here no more. And so if you don't understand why I do what I do, why I come on here and why I talk about positivity, and it's all good. I ain't for everybody. I ain't gonna make everybody happy. My music ain't gonna make everybody happy. My content ain't gonna make everybody happy. Some people don't even mess with my music. They just mess with me as a person. Some people don't even mess with me as a person. They just mess with my music. And so that's why I live by the Bible, bro. Cause live by the gun, die by the gun. Some people ain't even live by the gun and they still die by the gun. All because they weren't living by that Bible. And people like me got an extra chance at redemption and to make something in my life. When I was gonna go back then, man, what they was gonna say at my funeral? What could they say? The same thing that they say about the average person. He was a great guy. Deep down, he had a good heart. Like, what did he do? How many lives he changed? What impact did he make? It's what I that's what I want when I go. I want people. I want that. I want all of that on my flyer. How many people lives out in change? I want all of that. He spoke for the kids. He was a youth advocate. All of that. I don't want the same typical thing everybody else get. They get putting around. Oh, he was a great guy. No. And so when I was laying on my back, and after that guy ran off like that, and I got back up running to get help, all I was doing as I was running, I was talking to God. I didn't know if I believed in Him exactly at the time. I knew I grew up in the church, but what I said to Him is, I promised Him, if you give me another chance at life, I'm gonna make some kind of memory that you're gonna be proud of. I'm gonna leave behind a legacy. That's all I had to. That was it. It wasn't. I wasn't thinking about am I about to die? Oh, I'm dead. Oh, I'm gone. Oh, this hurt. Oh, where did I get shot? No. When you know you about to die, or at least in your mind you know you about to die, the only thing you gonna do is talk to God. People that don't even believe in God, but when they know they about to die, they get to talking. I can tell you that. I've been through it. I am a testimony. I've witnessed it. It happened to me. I'm telling y'all this now. Go to my videos. There's holes all through my body. Metal holes all through my body. And so I just hope my word helps somebody tonight, man. Cause before that happened to me, I was watching the news with my grandma, and 3 days in a row, I would come home from school. That was the routine. Come home from school, watch the news with my grandma, and we would go to McDonald's. And Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we watched the news, and each day somebody had got shot. And when the news guy had mentioned that somebody got shot, my grandma look at me and I look at her. Cause I was hard headed. My grandma be like, "See, I told you, baby, watch your friends." And she say that stuff to me every time. The first day she said it, and I just smiled. Then the second day when she said it, I was like, "Grandma, well, maybe that dude got into something or he got into a beef with somebody." And my grandma said, "It ain't even got to be that. It's the people who you hang around. It's the places you go." And the third day it happened. I'm like, "Okay, this is crazy. All these people getting shot." Not knowing 2 days later, I'm on the news. They talking about my black butt on the news. Talking about, well, we got another victim shot 8 times. And it's like, yo, I was just watching this. Now it's me. I'm in a hospital laid up on the bed watching me on the news. And so, man, hey, BBW, thank you for coming. Bridget, thank you for coming. And so, yeah, so it's just very scary, man, that your life can be taken in an instant. I want y'all all to embrace yourself because we got 1 more minute on here. Embrace yourself as who y'all are as people. Call somebody in your family, tell them you love them, because you never know. It was a normal day. I had just woke up, ain't even get to eat breakfast yet. Woke up and said, oh boy, it's one of these days. Got to smoke, not feeling too good. Woke up, left out the house. Didn't have a chance to thank God or wash my butt. None of this happened in an instant, people. 8 bullets went through my body before I can even really get the wake up yet. Like no food in my stomach, nothing. Happened just like that. Nobody knew it was gonna happen. And so things can happen just like that. And I wasn't hanging with it wasn't I was hanging with this, I owe this person money. It was not that typical one of them days. Regular day, oh, let me go buy this weed real quick. Sample day. $10 in my pocket, about to go grab some weed. That's it. Sample task. Before the weed can even get bought, I'm laying on the ground with 8 bullet holes in my body. I'm getting my clothes cut off. I'm naked outside. Uh, and so yeah, just wanted to share that with y'all, man. It was funny though at some point because I'm worried about them cutting my clothes off. They're like, listen, dude, you got about 4 bullets in you. Let us cut these clothes off you and make sure that you good. And they just kept counting. And they was like 1, 2, 3, 4. Then the female came and said, no, you got one right there. That's 5. They turned me around. It was like, that's 6, 7. I'm like, yo, just stop counting. At this point, people, stop counting, please, because it's making my heart hurt. And them people was not, they didn't stop counting at all. thing to piss me off. I get in the ambulance, they're driving slow as crap. And I'm like, yo, y'all not gonna move past this red light? Y'all just said I got shot 8 times. They're like, trust me, it's not a vital thing. You're not gonna die. You got shot with it looks to be a 22. And I'm just like, I'm livid with these people. Like, yo, I don't care if I'm not gonna die. I got shot. When you hear that you got shot, because that's, that's the worst thing you can hear to happen. Like, really, did somebody out on the street? Like, that person got shot. Oh my God. So when I heard I got shot, but this would kept me alive. And if any of y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all this last thing, and I'm leaving. If any of y'all ever get shot, do not panic. I promise you, if you do that one thing that can literally save your life. Even if you get shot in your head, don't panic. That panic can lead to your heart, your brain, your heart pumping fast and your blood is going so fast that you bleed out faster than what you're supposed to. I was so calm after that happened. So calm. Asked the old man, like, sir, could you give me some water, please? Even though he told me, like, I'm shot up, just asking the old man, like, yo, sir, could you give me some water, please? He like, nah, get the hell out of my yard. And I said, but sir, I'm shot. He said, listen, unless you want something else. I don't know exactly what he said, but it was a threat. He was like something like, unless you want something else to happen to you, or something like that. And so I'm walking to the next. We walking door by door, just knocking. Me and the guy that was with us, he got shot once in his butt out. I go to the next door. Before I can even walk to the door, my body just dropped like boom. My body just dropped by itself like boom. And I looked up at him. I said, bro, I can't walk no more. And he sat down and he said, me neither. And the lady stopped in like a white Grand Dam. And she was like, oh my God, is you okay? Because my clothes were so bloody. And she called the police and they was there in like 4 minutes tops. And some of the dudes still standing at the corner. I cannot make this up. These killers was ruthless. They still were standing at the corner. Some of them still standing at the corner. And they asking me, this is one thing I didn't like about my city. The police was so biased. And they asking me, this was gang related, right? And I'm telling them, no. They literally said those words. And I'm telling them, no. This is not, I don't even know the dudes. And they was like, the longer you telling us bullshit, excuse my language. That's what he said. That's the longer we're going to keep you out here. This is what the police officer said to me as I'm shot. And then the guy, the ambulance, the EMS guy, like he got pissed off at the police officer, kind of shoved him like, we got to get him in a truck. And so, but the dudes were still down there. And I'm telling them like, well, some of them, it looked like some of them still standing over there. And then he telling me like, you think somebody's really going to shoot you and still be standing around while the cops here? That's what he said. And I just never got treated so bad in my entire life. That day, that took a little bit of trust away from me and the police. I'm like, I cannot trust the police fully like that. And just in my city, I just could not trust them because they was just like dirty in my city. They was known for taking women that walk around on streets and sell their bodies and stuff. They were known for taking them women and just doing stuff to them and stuff like that. And so never really trusted the police. But that's how they treated me. They treated me like dirt while I was sitting there with 8 bullets in my body. The EMS drivers was driving like 30 miles, very slow, stopping at red lights. Hospital, our city is broke. I was in the hospital for 1 day. 1 day. That's the day I got shot. The next day, they kicked my black ass up out the hospital. They didn't give me a wheelchair. I didn't even have the little crutchy things you can crutch on. No, I ain't have insurance, so they didn't give me none of that. As a matter of fact, the guy Richard, the guy that I told you this that was mentoring me, the Caucasian guy, he had to come to my room and scoop me up like a 2-year-old and carry me through the hospital all the way down because they didn't have no more wheelchairs to roll me down the stairs. I promise you, can't make this up. Right hand up the guy. He had to carry me all the way to the car. No wheelchair, no crutches, none of that. Broke hospital. 1 day. You think somebody got shot that many times, at least that keep him in there until his bones healed or something. I had to lay in bed and heal after being in the hospital for only 8 hours, after being shot 8 times. Now, ain't that something? That's crazy. Crazy work. I'm in love with Mary Jane. Hey, what's happening? What's happening? Thank you, sis, for coming. I appreciate you. Much respect. Getting ready to get off here, y'all. I appreciate y'all giving me 45 minutes, man, of listening to me naggle on about certain things and certain topics. Once again, I noticed a lot of y'all was asking me, yo, could you upload a video of you telling us how you got shot 8 times? Y'all have not to go check the video out that's uploaded on my channel. So for the ones who haven't checked it out, please go do so. For the ones who have checked it out, yo, share it out to your community, man. Remove it after 24 hours. Love y'all. I'm actually about to give me something to eat. I'm kind of hungry at this point. Kind of had a long day, man. And so remember what I told y'all in the beginning of this thing. We are a family. You pissed off at me, upset at me because I couldn't make your time in. That's fine, but don't shut me out your life or, vice versa. Because like I said, I just showed all of y'all I have 10 kids in this household that I have to tend to. And so I can't always make every single appointment that I promise y'all. And if I do miss it, it's not intentionally. It's never on purpose. I love every single one of y'all, man. And so once again, thank y'all for the time, man. And I will see y'all soon.